Hey, what's going on, all y'all freaks and geeks out there? We are the Square Roundtable. But first and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for tuning into our YouTube page. And thank you so much for tuning in to our radio podcast on Power 214 on last Friday. We appreciate all the love, y'all. This has been a great journey so far, like I say every week. And, just keep on trucking with us, man. We're going to keep churning out great, wonderful content. And I am your host, Chad Singleton. Go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
D.
I'm Josh.
All right. And today is a great day because we have our first guest of the Square Round Table with us today. Yes. And our guest is a great friend to all of us and more so like a brother. I mean, y'all, he is the quintessential example of a modern day Renaissance man. I'm talking about comic book artist. I'm talking about screenplay writer, director, and just the greatest, nicest, most genuine guy you ever want to meet. Let's give a warm welcome to my boy, my friend and yours, Marcus Long. Give it up for him, guys.
Appreciate it. I mean, thank you, man. That was, I don't know what to say after that introduction, but thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Man, it's all love, man. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, man, I'm good. Just chilling. Ready to talk, talk some junk to y'all real quick. Y'all young boys.
Oh, look, you ain't that much older than us. Whatever, man. Don't do me like that. But yeah, y'all. So look, we're gonna have some fun today. We're going to talk hip hop. So first and foremost, I want to know what's y'all's favorite artist right now? Like y'all's favorite up and comer, somebody that's killing the charts right now. Who y'all looking at? Demetrius?
Yeah, I was Jed. I'd say Jed. He's on both of his albums, The Never, the Never Story, and DiCaprio 2 were
DiCaprio 2.
Yeah, those were good. Those are fire. And then he had some of the greatest, some good features on there. He had Earth Gang, like that one song, Division.
Division.
That song is dope.
Yeah,
he has some really good tracks.
How about you, Josh? You the same way? Oh, what's up? What's up, Marcus?
No, I was saying y'all don't hate me. I don't know who that is.
Don't hate. It's all good. He's from Dreamville. He's from J.Cole's group.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I do know that group though.
Yeah.
True. So how about you, Marcus? Like, who's somebody like you listening to a lot right now? Don't have to be somebody brand new, because mine is Drake. You know what I'm saying? So
I was gonna say,
of course.
I've been listening to a lot of J.Cole and Kendrick lately, like revisiting old stuff, and like the most recent thing J.Cole put out, I'm listening to that. So that's what I've been really listening to because they like my favorite current artist, like right now, that's still in the game. So that's who I got.
Do you have like a like who are you feeling more so out of the two? Like, is there something like that separates them for each other, or like what do they do like that attracts you to them musically? Like what is it about their style?
Well, with like Kendrick, it's more like a storytelling, but like a chill vibe I get when I listen to him. But like with J. Cole, it's like I can relate more to like his emotions and stuff and how he raps and stuff. And like if I'm having one of them days, I just put on some Cole, I'll be like, yeah, man, I feel that. I feel that. And that's how it is with me.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, man, I've always been like a big Drake fan, and I know he's not like a new rapper, but as far as like the guys up and coming right now, like the front runners, he's in that number. You know what I'm saying? You got like your J. Cole's and your Kendricks, and then Drake is just. I mean, people hate on my man, but he knows how to make a fire song.
Oh no. He
yeah.
You got to give it to him.
Yeah.
Like my boy, every time he steps in the studio. What's up, Josh?
What do you think is your favorite Drake album?
Oh man, Josh.
Well, that's tough.
I look. I want to
tough.
say because I love what, and I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Because what made me love Scorpion is that I was in Cali when I was listening to it. Like that was because remember me when your brother rolled around in the car,
Yeah, we were rolling around to
right?
that shit was
Yeah,
that's
listening to
fire.
Scorpion. But my favorite would have to be I don't know. What was the name of his second album? What was that? Take Care. Take Care would have to be my favorite one.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was a good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, take
Definitely.
care.
What about you, Josh, with JID? Like, are you like a more leaning towards DiCaprio 2 or the Never Story?
Ooh. Ooh.
I think I'm leaning more towards probably the Never Story, because the Never Story has a story to it. Like I really like rappers that have like a story with their, like I really like To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. That's
Yeah,
one of
Yeah.
my
That's a
favorite
good
albums
one.
that's a
ever.
slept on album
Yeah,
right
It is slept on.
Mm-hmm.
No lie.
Yeah.
No lie.
yeah, it is.
Um, no, it's a really good one. I even like the Untitled. That was kind of like the throwaway tracks from the To Pimp a
Yeah,
Butterfly. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
There was some
That
nice
there.
tracks in there. Yeah, there was some good sleep tracks in there, like that nobody listens to or even references.
exactly. So it's just like, I mean, all of these guys are pretty good, man. But I don't know. I guess for me, I think Kendrick, especially in Damn, like it just became too like pop for me, or more like
Yeah.
Yeah,
commercialized. You know what I'm
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
saying?
I can agree.
Yeah.
yeah.
So y'all know
And
he's
that's
coming out like
pop
with
and
oh, go ahead, Marcus.
commercialized. What?
and that's why, like with J. Cole, I think I
Mm,
gravitate towards him more. Is
right.
because like he really don't care like what people say about his music. He gonna do like his music how he want to do it, and I think that's why like all his albums have like a special place, like each one of them. Because to me, he hasn't put out a bad album yet. So
How'd you feel about KOD?
I like it.
Ooh.
I like
Yeah, like okay, go ahead.
like because it was like I mean the music was a little different from what he usually does, but
Yeah.
it was still J. Cole, and that's why I like it because he didn't change up like too much of it. But of course, my favorite is gonna be Born Sinner always.
Oh,
So
Born Center
Yeah,
crazy.
Morrison is
Born
yeah.
Center crazy.
yeah,
I like
Speaking
the
of
come up.
speaking of like J. Cole and
Oh yeah.
like you said what, Josh?
I said Born Center is really good.
Yeah.
Yes. But speaking of like J. Cole and like Drake and even Childish Gambino, like I can't understand for the life of me why, and it's so weird, like when these guys are up and coming, like they look like money. And then it's like as the farther they get into the game, it's like they start looking crazy, bro. Like what's up with that? I'm just like
Right.
I'm just like, bro.
Yeah.
They say
but
like when J. Cole's gonna put an album out, he just start looking raggedy. Like that's when you know he's gonna put some fire out because
Yeah.
he start looking like he just don't take care of himself.
they're all
No,
mad.
Yeah.
yeah, he looked crazy. Like on a JID album, it was funny, bro. They were saying
I
J.
remember
Cole
that.
he looked like the type of dude that borrow somebody's charger. He like, hey, bro, let me just get it to 10%, bro. I'll give it right back.
Exactly.
Bro, that
But
is wild, bro. Because it's the truth.
it's crazy, bro. Like the thing, it just be killing me. Like as soon as folks get money, they just stop caring. They just like, yeah, everybody know I'm rich, so I don't have to look like it no more. It's like, I guess.
A basic shirt and some sweats and like some slip slides on and stuff and like facial hair all out here looking like the
I know, right? J.
Right.
Cole was quarantined before we started.
I,
Before he,
I, 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 I honestly think that rappers do that kind of thing to kind of humble themselves. Because you think you expect them to start and all this crazy stuff and whatnot, but I think they do that to kind of make the fans know that it's not that, but I primarily do this because I like it, and I'm not trying to flex what I have.
Oh yeah,
I
I
think
can
it's
see
more
that.
of a humility.
I
I
can
can
see
see that. No, I mean, and that's a good point, Josh. You know, that does
that's
make a
great.
lot of sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, man. Because I mean, except for Migos be wearing the craziest crap I've ever seen. Like they ain't trying to be,
As soon as
they
they
ain't,
got some money, they was like, I'm gonna show it.
bro. Like they don't even be rapping, bro. They just be on stage just showing their jewelry, bro. Like,
Talk about stir fry, and I'm just like, really, bro?
right, bro.
Hey,
But some of my other favorite rappers, man, are guys, and that I want bring that next point up. And I know Joshua and Demetrius and you two, Marcus, we're big fans of like guys like Chance the Rapper, and I'm a big Logic fan myself. But I just think it's
yeah.
weird that guys like that, the lyrical content is there, their delivery's there, but they get kind of ostracized a little bit because of their message. And I just wanted to kind of talk about like how being misogynistic kind of works for the hip hop culture and why it is looked at as a positive thing versus when somebody's coming with a ridiculously positive message and then they kind of get trashed. Like Chance the Rapper's last
Yeah,
album was trashed. People hated it.
yeah, they do. I heard about that because I listened to a little bit of it, but they went in on that one. I was like, dang.
But why do y'all think that is though? Because I mean, I listened. Like Marcus, did you like it musically though? Like, was it good
Yeah, of
music?
course. I always like his music because he always got the band, the choir. So I love it musically. Like musically, he's a damn genius. So
I think
he
so.
just about can't
Yeah.
go wrong with that part. But I mean, like I feel like with that whole thing, it's just part of how the culture of it is now. Like with hip hop and how much has changed, and it's such a
Yeah.
big separation of like
Mm.
what's considered good music, what's considered rap, what's considered this, what's pop, what's this, what's that. Because you got the guys like Uzi and all them, they come out with that kind of form of hip hop. Then you got the guys like Chance and Logic who are talking about like suicide or
Right.
Chance talking about going to church, like stuff that you should talk about because it's a good thing and it's a message and some people like, man, I don't want to hear that because they ain't talking about that harsh, all that stuff. So
Right.
it's just demographic is so separated now. Like it's
Yeah.
just like it's everywhere. Really, like the whole like music industry period is like everywhere. You got this here, this there. So it's I don't know. I don't know why people are so hard on guys like that because I mean it's still music and it's good
It's
music.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Demetrius?
I mean, I guess because, like, the culture of rap has always been like you got to brag about your money, your riches, and you always got to talk about like how you got all these girls and stuff. And when they're not talking about that kind of stuff, I mean, people are just like, they kind of check out. They're like, well, this person's not talking about the usual stuff,
Right.
talking about how they got all these girls and how they're spending money on like $100,000 cars or whatever. They're not falling into that, the culture. So people are like, well, that's not real rap. That's not, it's rapping, but it's not real rap.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. How about you, Josh? Like, what do you think about that whole situation?
But it's really a funny one because I don't really understand why Logic and Chance the Rapper get a lot of hate. They rap about positive stuff.
Right.
It's good
Yeah.
to get away from the typical run of the mill like rap antidote, which isn't a bad thing. It's really good. But I think if you want to divert from that regular thing, it should be they shouldn't be ostracized for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah,
It,
most definitely.
right. It's just like but I mean it gets to a certain point, like I was telling Demetrius earlier. you talk about strippers and throwing money in the club and all that kind of stuff, but I think when it gets to the point to where you think you're better than, or you're putting somebody down, or you just genuinely like, or talking about some crazy mess, like, because I was listening to my favorite like music reviewing channel on YouTube. It's the Needle Drop with Anthony Fantano. Have y'all seen that before?
Yeah, I have.
Oh no, I gotta check that out. I ain't seen
He
Dude,
be going
watch
in.
it. He
He
is
be
like the
going
best.
in. He be
Yes,
going
like,
in on artists too.
and he was reviewing Drake's most recent mixtape, the I wrote it down, the Dark Lane demo tapes, and he was talking about this song called Desires, and he brought up a great point about this line where it really seemed like Drake was trying to groom some chick and basically trying to control her and all. I mean, literally, here's the line. The line says, it's like, I think it's like the hook of the song. It says, I should have put you where no one could find you, a mansion out in the sticks where no one's around you because you lack self-control and you have desires. I'm like, what kind of
What
mess is
kind
that?
of Roman Empire?
What kind of mess is
What
that?
kind of early days kind of stuff is that, bro? Like this, that's some like
That's
before
weird.
we. That's
Bro,
wow.
go listen to it, y'all. It's called Desires. Like, I love Drake, but I'm just like, that line is. I'm like, dude, what are you
That's
talking
creepy.
about?
That
That's
is
Right,
creepy. Yeah.
right. Chill out.
I mean, he
like,
already looked like a creep sometimes.
like, Anthony Fantano was like, did R. Kelly ghostwrite these lyrics? I'm just like,
He was like, "Hey man, go ahead and jot this down, and then it's gonna be
right.
a
This
They'll
gonna be
eat
a
this
hit
up,
right
bro.
here.
They'll eat
Right.
this up. Like, but he
R.
gets a
Kelly
pass.
out here ghostwriting for Drake."
I feel like he gets a pass sometimes though. Like Drake gets a pass because people are just expecting him to put out good stuff. So they're like, oh yeah, it sounds good. They don't really look at it as in like the lyrics. They're just like, oh yeah, it's Drake, so it must be good, and they'll bump it
But
instead of
that's
like
just
looking at
it.
it.
The song is this is it. The song is trash, man. And Future's on the song too. So, and he just Future. The thing about Future is he's good on a good song.
He just like downloaded
He's
it.
good on a good song, but on a bad song, he's awful.
bad.
He's awful. So I mean, it just don't help, bro. And everybody already know Future be out there. I love Future too, but he out there on that misogynistic mess too. He don't care about nobody. So it's just like, so I'm just like, bro, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not a good look though when it gets to that point. And I seriously don't think when the bars are there and the music quality, like Chance the Rapper has some of the best producers and all that kind of stuff. I don't think the man should be held out to dry because he made an album about how much he loves his wife or whatever. Come on, guys.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's
Come
just
on.
like if I was at high school and I'm listening to hip hop and I'm like, oh, they rapping about girls and cars. I ain't gonna rap about that because I ain't got no girl. I ain't had no car.
I ain't got no car.
I'm gonna rap about that having a car and not being able to get from point A to point B. Shit.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. So I mean,
but what do you guys think is would be like the worst rap album or like the worst new rap?
The worst rap album, or the worst newer rapper.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like the worst rap album. Yeah.
Oh man, you got something for that, Demetrius?
I don't, because
I don't either.
Not saying I don't listen
something.
Go ahead.
What is it?
Magna Carta Holy Grail.
You know what, bro? As big as a Jay-Z fan, that probably was the first album, bro.
That's a bad album.
Brother said we didn't like that one. That was not a good one. Yeah, Magna Carta Holy Grail. I feel like that was I feel like Beyonce told him to do that one.
Basically.
Come on, get in the studio with me.
Like, B, I'm not trying to do another album. Not right now. It's like, bruh, you
Yeah.
know. Oh, go ahead, Josh.
Well, basically, like the worst rap album for me, it's between uh, um Yeezus. Yeah, I think it's Yeezus with
Oh,
and uh Total Xanarchy by Lil Xan.
Yeah,
see,
I agree with that on the Yeezus. I agree with that.
yeah, Jesus was pretty bad. And Total Xanarchy, that's so bad that I can guarantee that none of us have heard of it.
Yeah, I was about to ask
See,
you,
I
never
was,
heard
you
of
see, I
that.
didn't
I
say
was
nothing
like,
about
wait,
it.
I've never heard of that.
So, and
I don't recommend it.
no, like,
The hard
nah,
pass.
Lil Xan, nah, I'm
Lil, I mean,
totally.
Lil Xan,
Anybody that names themselves after a drug, I don't want to listen
I'm good, right? I'm good.
he's just not bad. He's actually not that bad. But it's just that he just totally missed the mark on his debut album. It just wasn't good. It just didn't have a tone. It was just all over, really experimental.
See, how you
See,
gonna
his
be
first album
experimental
was
with your
bad.
first album
Yeah, how
though?
you
Like,
gonna like mess up on your first album? Like you're supposed to be hitting with your first album. Like you ain't supposed to mess
to.
up.
be like,
Exactly.
yeah, y'all, I'm gonna do something different from my first album. We don't even know what you sound like. What you
We don't even know
mean?
who you are.
Right. So
It's like
that's. Oh, go ahead.
it's like those rappers that are like saying, you know, I already know who it is, and it's like their first song, and you're like, I
Oh
don't
Right.
even
no,
know who you are, dude. Like,
I
like
swear,
you already know who it is. I'm like, no.
bruh. Like me and Joshua were talking about earlier today, like how people they post their music on Instagram. Like folks know who they are. Like they'll be like, yeah, y'all, come get my new vinyl. I got my new vinyl out. I'm like, bruh, ain't nobody finna buy that. Who are you?
Exactly. And this be me on Instagram. I'll just keep scrolling, keep
Yep.
scrolling.
Scrolling right past it. I'm like, bro, you just wasted money by pressing vinyls, by putting your CD. Cause ain't nobody finna buy it, bro. Like,
Man.
not at all. But
Exactly.
yeah, man. You just want to say something, Josh?
Nah, well, nah. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, I just wanted to use that as like a, I won't say it's a perfect example, but just going into the next topic, I wanted to sort of shed a light on like how people feel about cultural appropriation in hip hop. Like, cause I think cause Lil Xan's a white dude, right?
He's Hispanic.
He's Hispanic.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
just like I guess, yeah, Hispanic's cool too, but it's like more so people like because I know it was a big issue with Iggy Azalea and Macklemore and rappers like that, and I just wanted to get you guys' opinion on how you felt about them, and do you feel like the way they were treated was justified?
Mm, my thing about let's just put it out there. The white rappers is
Go ahead, man.
like, I don't care if you white, blue, yellow, orange, whatever. If you can rap, you can rap.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
don't try to come at it and be what you're not. Like, don't be from the suburbs and rap like you know, from the streets and all of that, or try to put on a persona because you want to
Mm,
fit in to a community that
Yeah.
you're not really a part of and you can't connect with them. When
mm,
you do that, that's when I tune you out, because it's like
mm.
it's not authentic, you know. Like
Yeah.
Asher, I love Asher because
Same.
he keep it 100 because he's rapping about what he does. He's a white boy from the suburbs
Yep.
who smokes weed and parties. That's what he
Mm,
rap about. Like, if you
Yeah.
do it like that, I respect it. But if you try to come out and be this street thug and all of that, and I think that's why a lot of times they start off good, and then once they get enough fame, they be like, oh, well, let me see what reaction I get if I try it this way. Which has been the downfall of a lot of, like the white rappers that's coming in recent years. So that's my look on it. Like we was talking about like Macklemore,
Yeah.
People give him a hard time. I don't know why. I mean, because he ain't out there trying to be hood or nothing. He just making good music, and that's, I don't know. A lot of people say they don't like Macklemore. I don't know why, but
I don't. That's the one
I don't get it.
I didn't get. I guess like because me and Mitch were saying, huh? What are you saying, Josh?
I was saying Macklemore is cool.
I like him. Yeah,
he's
but
not bad.
I think it's because he, like you said, he beat out Kendrick or something. Because he, had, So I think that's a part of it. But yeah, and I feel like as far as cultural appropriation goes, there's rappers that have been out there, that have done it right. Like the Beastie Boys, you know what I'm saying? Like once again, like Asher Roth, there were just some white dudes that rap about what they knew. What's up?
Right. And another one is NF. NF does a really good job of staying true to himself.
NF is I actually forgot about NF. He's a really good rapper. Yeah. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Like NF. I like Machine Gun Kelly too. He's pretty much.
He puts out good stuff. He puts out good stuff.
He can rap. Yeah.
What's it? Aesop Rock. He puts out good stuff too.
Aesop, yes.
He is so good. He is so talented.
Yeah.
And he stays in his lane. He knows where his material. He knows where to go. He doesn't like talk about things he's not familiar with. He stays in his lane. He talks about his life and raps, and he's really got some good bars.
Right. And to kind of bring it around, I think another thing or a reason why Logic is looked at as not being as great as he actually is. Like once again, I don't think it's his lyrical content, because bar for bar, man, he's like up there. He's up there with the JID. He's up there with one guy we didn't talk about, YBN Cordae, another great rapper.
He is good. Yeah, he is good. He slept on too.
He slept. Cordae slept on.
That's probably one of my new like rappers that I'm kind of getting onto right now, because I like his flow and how what his message is.
Yes.
Like I know you don't like her as an artist, but like the song he had for her.
Yeah.
Lord is Coming. I liked his verse on that song. Like he killed it.
I'm gonna listen to it. Yeah, because I like her aesthetically, bro. It's not that I don't. I love her aesthetically, but it's just like I don't think I've given it a full chance to listen to her music like that. So I'm gonna definitely have to check that out, though.
Definitely check that out.
But the thing about Logic that kills me, and I think kills his career, is that he kind of just, because he is a mixed ethnicity. He's like, got his mom is Caucasian, his dad is black, but it's just like, dude, you can't make it a gimmick though. You know what I'm saying? Because every song he has is like, I walk into the store and guess what? I'm biracial. I'm getting on the bus and guess what? I'm biracial. I'm going to bed and I'm still biracial, right? So it's just like,
we get it, bro. You biracial,
man.
Right. So it's just like, I'm like, dude, okay. And I don't know, man. It's just like, I wish he didn't do that much. So, but I feel like that definitely hurts his career, because he just throws out there. I don't know why it is. I don't know if he thinks it gives him a pass to say the N-word as much as he does. I don't know.
I honestly think it's because I think he does that because it's back from people that actually say he's right when he isn't. I think it's more of a clapback that he does in his songs.
But every song, though? Every song?
You got to make sure that if you didn't hear his previous song, you know that he's biracial. Like if you didn't hear that other song, let me tell you now, I'm biracial.
I'll be my Apple Jacks. I'm biracial.
I'm biracial.
Right. Do you think that people give him a hard time because he's more or less, I'd say, more lighter when it comes to his ethnicity? He's not as you can say, more like darker black, instead of being like more on the lighter skin tone.
I think so. And then too, I think another problem like the white rappers have is that the one white rapper that's like setting the standard for everybody is so high, which is Eminem. Like he said it's so high for all of them. Like everybody has an expectation of what a white rapper is supposed to be like and what they flow. And because he set that bar, it's like every time they come out, no matter how different they are from him, they always gonna be like, oh yeah, another white rapper like Eminem is out, blah blah blah. So I think that hurts them too a lot because they're being put in that category, which is a very small category of rappers, and it's kind of like hurting their image as far because they can't go and say, well, yeah, I'm black, so I can be up there with the Nas, the Jay-Z, the Futures, and all of that stuff. They got to be in there with that one guy that's like killing it.
That's killing it. That's a lyrical miracle, spiritual, like that kind of thing. But and I'll be honest, dude, that's what hurt Yellow Wolf's career. I feel like. Because even me, when I first heard of him, I was a huge fan, and I swore up and down, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the next Eminem. And he's a great rapper, but he just nobody has that ability, bro. I'm sorry, like nobody can touch that man.
But that man, he said they told him can't nothing rhyme with the word orange, and he sat there and they play all his songs where he rhymed orange with something. I said, wow, like this man really found stuff to rhyme with the word orange. I was like, okay, you got it, bro.
I'm saying, bro, like I mean, it's really ridiculous, man. Like that's my dude though, Eminem. Like I mean, and I give it up to other rappers like 3 Stacks, he's crazy. Even guys like Aesop Rock, he's crazy too, and he definitely out of a lot of rappers, man, he's got a huge vocabulary. Like it's crazy. Like I got a couple of his vinyls, and me and Josh will just sit, and it's really sometimes it gets kind of daunting to listen to his music, because he's just putting so many words into like the little stanzas or the set of bars that he has. It's just like sheesh, but even that, it doesn't come off as like, because Eminem spits and you understand what he's saying. Like sometimes Aesop Rock's crap, it's great, but it goes right over your head sometimes.
You gotta like take a magnifying glass and like look at the lyrics real quick. You gotta be like, oh, you said that about who? All right,
cool. Exactly. But yeah, man. And back to the the cultural appropriation thing. I hate it. I hate what happened to Iggy even before she put her own foot in her mouth. Like people like because remember Erykah Badu was getting on award shows and calling this girl out. I didn't even think what's her name? What's the other is Erykah Badu? Jill Scott, right? Talk crap about. I didn't even think Jill Scott was a trash talker like that, but I was like, oh, okay. So, I mean, and I get it because I'm sure she was influenced because I could hear it, the influence from people like Trina and that kind of thing. But at the same time, it's like, my dude, you're putting on a whole black accent. You're from Australia. When you talk in interviews, you have a whole Australian accent.
A whole accent, yeah.
But when you get in the booth, like you sound like Trina. It's like, come on, man. Like, come on. It's ridiculous. And then we get the butt implants, and then you put your foot in your mouth, and now it's just all bad. Just had to snip, man. So, and I hate it. I hate it had to happen like that, but it's just terrible, man. But to get to a better subject, like the thing I love about hip hop in general is that it is so many subgenres. I just want to know, like, what are you guys' favorite subgenres of hip hop? Like, are you like political? Are you like? Because I like nerd rap. Like me and Demetri, like I'm big on like Logic, Childish Gambino, 21
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pilots. Got Tyler the Creator, Earl. Like
Yes.
Joshua knows. Like I'm a Earl sweatshirt fiend. I love me some Earl sweatshirt. I can show you. I have every
I
Earl sweatshirt. Every Earl sweatshirt vinyl, I got it. I just love that style and that angst in
Yeah.
that type of music. So what about you guys? Like what are some of your favorite rappers and your favorite subgenres out there in hip hop?
Yeah, it's like it's.
But definitely with I would say my favorite subgenre is I really like emo, and if I were to name another one, I would say I kind of have a love-hate relationship with trap.
So you an X fan basically? You emo and trap? That's XXX Tentacion right there, bro.
Hey man, ain't no wrong with liking the trap music, Josh. Rep it, baby, rep it.
I don't know. It's just I don't want to like it, but I like it. I like it.
Hey,
I
hey,
try not
bro.
to, but I just can't.
Hey, anything is possible if Gucci can do it. You know what I'm saying? That's
Fact.
my boy, Gucci Mane, bro.
Forever,
Like,
man. Gucci. Lemonade.
yes. But yeah, man. I feel you on that, Josh, though. I like trap too, man. Like I can't sit up here and say that I'm not a fan, especially because since it came from, and I know you big on that too, Marcus. It's birth from it's
Yeah,
Atlanta.
right
That's
here.
Atlanta, man.
It come from right here. Yeah,
Know what
so
I'm
I
saying?
mean, it's home. It come from home. And you growing up for us in the era we came up in, that's when it really started. Like it started and it got popular. Like with Tip, with Jeezy, all those guys like from the hoods of Atlanta coming out, making songs about what it was, the trap. So that's why it's really called that because it's about the trap. So it has a certain place in my heart. But as far as like the kind of subgenre, I love like the neo soul like kind of hip hop, like
Mm,
Outcast, like the
Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest, like the stuff they did.
mm.
Like a good album from Outkast that's more like neo soul is Aquemini.
Oh
Like
yes.
if a lot of people don't talk about that album, but to me that's probably one of the best because that whole album gives you like a chill vibe, and it's just like it's smooth. Like you can hear the jazz, the soul, the funk, like everything. They put all kind of music, and I think that's why I always like Outkast because they weren't afraid to like try different kind of genres of music. Yeah. So that's probably my subgenre right there that I'm into like that.
I'm right there with you. I feel that. How about you, Demetrius? What you liking, man?
Content, nerdy, anything interesting really. Like I like move around a lot. Um, but it's more or less like it's all about the delivery. Like I like people that flow differently. Like I'll follow them no matter what genre it is if you can flow really, well. Like you like Earth Gang. I like their flow. Like their flow is so crazy.
They
Yes.
kind
And
of remind me of Outkast just a little
That's
bit
what he
too.
I
said.
was
That's
just
what he
about to say
said.
that. I was just
Yeah,
about to say that.
Yeah, I
It's
like.
like they studied them, bro. It's like I
Yeah.
swear they studied them. Like
I had
they they definitely had to. And with that in mind, I would like to just also talk about some of the guys that we had that passed recently, man. I mean, I think it's crazy. Me and Joshua were just talking about XXX Tentacion, man, and man, he was a beast. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't know it from like some of the like actual
yeah.
releases that he had because they were a little bit softer, but his stuff before that, like, I mean, he was just nasty, man. I'm talking about if he was still around, man, he would have been like one of the craziest like rappers like out, period. Like,
Cause I remember you telling me about him when we used to like talk at work and stuff. And I wouldn't listen to him, but like if I heard him or something, I kind of like put my ear towards it. But you know, I remember when I told you I think I was the one who told you he had got killed. And he was like, "What, man?" And I was like, "Dang, he must have really like been like good," because I had never really heard a lot of his music, but I knew who he was, and you know, that was just messed up that he was so young. So
it was, man. It's a tragedy, man. Like it's really awful. How old was he, Joshua?
He was he was 20.
He was 20.
Yeah, he was 20. He was 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was 20.
Yeah, I want to say I remember that he was 20, and yeah, man, it's ridiculous. You know, he had his like guys like him, and also Juice World. Like me and Joshua were big Juice World fans. Like we love some Juice World, and he passed away too early. Another guy that was pretty much. I mean, he got coined by Eminem, man. Eminem liked his flow.
Dang, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I know we all Mac Miller fans.
Yeah, that was sad.
What happened? I'm still connected.
Yeah. So,
but no, yeah, that was sad. That was his last album that came out. Boy, that was sad. That was a sad listen, dude. Like,
man,
oh shit.
What was it called?
I want to say it was called Circles. Yeah. And it was just under. Well, he'll come back, I think.
Nah, it was really sad.
Yeah, Circles was sad.
It was. Yeah. I mean, it was good. It was really good, but the whole tone was like really let's say depressing, but it was real like super duper mellow.
Yeah, I still got to bring myself around to listen to it. I haven't even tried to listen to it yet.
But like, it's crazy because like he talks about like his like in a way he's like telling his family like he's okay, and it's like it's like this like it's like he didn't know he was gonna die, but he was like preparing them for if he died. Yeah. And it's really sad. Like,
I mean, dude, I remember Demetrius like that's sort of how we became friends, man. That Blue Slide Park, bro.
Oh, that was legendary, man. Blue Slide Park was amazing.
That was legendary, bro. Frick Park Market. That was a song. Freshman year. That was our song.
That was our song. MTV. Watched it on MTV. Last time I watched MTV, right there.
Oh my god, yeah. So I mean, you know, it's just a tough situation, man, and I hate it for guys like that, and not just them. You know, different rappers like, you know, we lost Lil Peep, man, and you know,
the other young guy, Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke.
Then they just killed Huey, who made Huey on Pop
Lock and Drop.
Yeah, so
right, yeah.
Yeah, man. So, you know, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying, to all these guys. Yeah. I hate it that you know, we have to lose anybody really, but you know, I think it's great that while they were here, you know, they definitely made an impact. Certainly on me, you know, I don't know, you know, you guys too, and a lot of people, and you know, they're continue to live through their music, you know.
Oh yeah. So that's just like that's like Pop for me. I mean, I know I was real young when he got killed, but I remember that, and I remember his music, and like so much of his music just like still lives on, and like it's still talking about what's going on today. Like he made songs about like police brutality, you know, about teen pregnancies and all this stuff that's still going on now. You could turn on one of his songs and you would think he got in the studio yesterday and wrote it because it's still so relevant. So like that's who it is for me. Like as far as like somebody who like we lost in like the hip hop like world, but their music is still like very powerful, like to this day.
No, I agree, 100%. He was ridiculously ahead of his time, man. Like, big time. And the thing I liked about him was because we talk about a lot of these rappers that have their foot firmly planted into into one thing, like one they talk about just going to the club or just shooting folks up or just whatever. Like Tupac had his feet in so many different areas, man. Like he could switch up like immediately on a dime. Like he'll make a song about going to the club or whatever, gangster party or whatever. Then he'll turn around and you know rap on a Bruce Hornsby cover. You know what I'm saying?
Like he'll go make a song about his mom after he just told you like he gonna come and whoop your ass. Like he go and make a song about his mom on the next album. So it's like that dude, and that's how he was in like interviews and stuff. They was like people who knew him, like when he would talk, he would just go like from a subject to subject. It's like he was talking to like two different pops at one time. Because one minute he talking about this, and the next minute he talking about that. So it definitely showed in like his music. Like you said, he was just ahead of his time, man.
He was, man. Definitely real prolific artist, man. And I know you big on Notorious too, man. What are y'all's, if you had to definitively be like, hey, okay, this is my favorite rapper of all time, like who would that guy be for you? And starting with Demetrius.
Of all time, like
of all time, sir.
That's kind of hard because you got to go against like Paak and you got to go against Biggie. So like you asking an unfair question, bro. You asking kind of
it's your personal favorite.
Nah, it's all good. I got you. I'd say I'm gonna go with Cole again because like I've listened to him from the day one. Like he's had good delivery. Albums are great. No features, mind you. And he's been going all the way to like, was it platinum? With no features.
Yeah.
Like that shows like, potential of greatest of all time. Or, excluding, the greats like Biggie and Tupac. Right. But like, yeah, like his delivery is crazy. And then, like I was telling you, he did that one song with Black. And he was talking so positive about women and stuff like that. And his flow in that song was just, it was kind of different than what he usually does, but like it was good.
That's what's up. See, there you go. You picked one. You found
it. Hey, you can't be asking me a question and then be like, and then you can't talk about Biggie and like Paak and then be like, who's the greatest of all time? And I'm just like, well, you already mentioned like the goats, man. Like, what are you? What?
I mean, it's your greatest of all time. So how about you, Joshua? Who is your favorite rapper of all time?
Man, I've been good the whole time. What's up with that?
All time, I would say Kanye. I love Kanye West. Man, this stuff is great.
That way, I know it don't have that then.
You said Kanye West?
Oh yeah, definitely
Kanye West. That's cool.
So what makes you like what does Kanye bring to the table that makes you make him that guy for you? Like, what do you like the most about him?
Well, I just really like his production. Like I really love his, especially on Graduation. All of his beats on Graduation are amazing. And also I've been listening to him since day one. Like I started listening to Kanye when I was in elementary school. He was the first rapper I started listening to. And I just stuck with him ever since.
Man, you young, Doc.
No, for real. He really is.
Elementary school.
He is. Don't it make you feel old, bro?
Yeah, it does, bro. Wow.
So how about you, Marcus? I know you already talked about Big and Paak a little bit, but if you could, if it's one of those guys, if you could delve into why you like them so much, that'd be great.
Well, for me, like, I love Paak, Nas, Biggie, Jay-Z, Cole, but any day I'm always gonna choose the same person out of everybody, and that's gonna be Andre 3000. Because I feel like he don't get the respect he should as far as like top rappers like of all time. And I think it's because like people don't really get some of the stuff he be saying sometimes, or they be like, oh, he on that weird stuff, or he don't make this many songs and this and that. But if you go back and listen to every Outkast album, Dre was like saying stuff that go right over your head. Like he said in one song, I think it was on Babylon, he was like, they call it horny because it's devilish. And I was like, bruh.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Yeah.
Like people that like you really go over people's head, but little stuff like that is like, man, like that dude right there is, to me, like if and all of any of my top five, no matter who I put up there, he's always gonna be in my top five, regardless, hands down.
That's what's up. I can respect that because I'm a big 3 Stacks fan, man, like big time. I feel like in Outkast, Big Boy doesn't get enough shine because 3 Stacks is just like crazy with it. But
yeah,
Big Boy is sick too, though.
Yeah, people need to stop doing Big Boy like that because, and I think that's what made them such a great like dynamic with each other because it was two different personalities, but they meshed so well together. And I think that's why that group worked so good because at first they wanted to have CeeLo in there, but they narrowed it down to them two. And I think that's probably like one of the best decisions ever because them two guys right there just went like this. That's true. It was magic. It was magic on every track, man.
That's true, but that's a good little nugget, though, man. Imagine that. I didn't know that CeeLo was considered to be in the original lineup.
He was the third member, and I don't remember exactly why they didn't put him in there, but I know they ended up doing him, keeping him with Goody Mob. Yeah, he was supposed to be the third member of Outkast.
That's awesome. I actually didn't know that. I learned something new today. I had no idea.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, yeah. So.
That's pretty good. Well, I'll say, like, for me, and I had to think about it a lot because immediately my mind goes to M as far as, like, my favorite rapper of all time. But I think that's more of a objective consensus on what my favorite rapper is. But personally, and Demetrius knows that because that's what made us friends in the first place. Mr. Childish Gambino, bro.
Yeah.
That guy right there is my favorite. Because I'll put it to you this way. A lot of people, and you wouldn't know, but before I got into Gambino like that, I didn't listen to rap. Like Childish Gambino was literally my gateway drug into hip hop.
Bro, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just gonna say.
So yeah, man, and whenever whenever I think about his music, it always puts me right back into that dorm room at Fort Valley. You know what I'm saying?
Freaks and geeks.
It freaks and geeks, man. It puts me right back there every time. It's just Gambino's got a special place in my heart, man. That's my dude. Like he really. I wouldn't have listened to I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for Childish Gambino, bro. Like he represented for the black nerds, man, when nobody else was doing it.
Oh yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta give him that, bro. I gotta give him that.
Like,
and
if anything. Oh, go ahead.
No, and I was just gonna say, and that's what I love about hip hop right there. Like what you just said is the reason why it's so influential and it's such an important part of like our culture. Because it can speak to us when we not heard from like other people. Like when people say, "Oh, you black and you like comic books and you like Star Wars or you like Harry Potter and all this," and sometimes you get down on yourself because you like, "Well, are they right? Am I not supposed to like this stuff?"
Right.
But then you got a guy like that who comes out and say it, and it just make you feel better about yourself. So that's one reason why I really do love hip hop because you got these artists who make this music and it gets you through your day. Like in college, when I was taking art, I probably listened to Good Kid, Mad City so much that I probably wore that album out because
I'm telling you.
It would get me through like my day in class. Like I just felt free. So it's amazing how the music can just fuel your mind and your energy and give you that vibe that you're looking for in life. So when you said that, it made me think about that. That's why it's such an important part of music and is art form of our culture.
Big time.
Yeah.
Like I feel that way 100%. And with that being said, guys, for our viewers out there, I'm sure they would like to know if you have any like references or any songs or any albums that you want to let our viewers know, like that they can listen to, or anything like that, like anything y'all got that y'all might want to reference to other people that you think they might want to listen to.
I would say I'm gonna go back to Aesop Rock. You should listen to Impossible Kid. That album is crazily good.
That's a sick album.
That album is so good. If you want an introduction to like him as who he is and his flow, that's a good entry to the to get you into his music.
I'm about to check that out myself.
It's good. It's really good. It's really good. How about you, Marcus? You got anything like that you might want to let somebody know about?
I got 100 of them, but
bro, just let them go. What's up? What? Like, give us a couple of them.
I mean, shoot, the 36 Chambers by the Wu-Tang. Like I said before, Aquemini, ATLiens by Outcast, both of those albums. Reasonable Doubt, The Blueprint, Tupacalypse Now. That's a slept on Tupac album, because that was like one of Pac's first albums. For Your Eyes Only.
For Your
J.
Eyes
Cole.
Only.
That's a J. Cole slept on, but I think a lot of people should listen to that, especially like right now.
Yeah.
I think it'll speak, a lot to how people are feeling right now. But it's so many. I can name them for days, but that's just a few, that I can throw out there off the top of my head.
True. Well, I'm a throw a little bit of a curveball. Well, first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and say, as far as J. Cole's folks go, Revenge of the Dreamers 3, I want to say it is the most recent one. It's 3, right? Yeah. So, man, if you want to get like Revenge of the Dreamers, bro, it's basically like a sample plate of just like so many different rappers, man. I mean, and it's crazy. That album from start to finish is sick. So I mean, and that album really will help you get into other people. Like before, Joshua could tell you, I didn't know about JID like that until I listened to that album. I didn't know about that album. Got me into the Baby, honestly. That album got me into Earth Gang. I didn't know. I just didn't know who those dudes were. And then we didn't talk about this guy so much today, but that album, Live, Love, ASAP Rocky. Oh, it's a masterpiece. That is such a good mixtape. Yeah. So
I gotta check that out.
Man, check that out. Check that Live, Love, ASAP. That's like his first project, man. That thing is sick. I mean, the thing I love about ASAP is just, number one, he just has that chill, like kind of boom bap, New York hip hop style, and then just his production is amazing, man.
No, it is. That whole group, man. That whole little group of them. They got
ASAP Mob. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That made me think. I don't know the name of the album, but Joey Badass, he got a album. I think it was last year, and he got a couple songs. He got a song on there called "America Don't Love Me," and I think Miss America. But if I find the album, I'll bring it up before we done. But that's an album people need to listen to too. It's a good album.
Is it Demetrius? Is it 1993 or something, or 1990 something?
For which one?
Joey Badass.
Let me see.
Yeah, I know Demetrius could look that up. And while Demetrius is looking that up, how about you, Josh? Like, what are some of like the albums that you want to let the viewers know about? Something that you like, that you think other people will be into?
I would say look up. Well, listen to Ventura and by Anderson. Those are really good albums.
Oh, by Ventura by Anderson Paak.
I noticed his last.
The album, by the way, is 1999.
Is that it, Marcus? 1999.
No, I know what it is. It just came to my head. All American, badass.
Oh, it's called
All
All.
American
Okay, All
All
badass.
American
American.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Badass.
I
it's
see it now.
yeah, it's spelled with the KKK on
Yeah.
it with the American.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know
that's what it
exactly
is.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to thank my man Marcus for coming out again. Like you are our first guest, bro. We appreciate you so much. It is like amazing. Um, but the one thing I want to talk about on a little bit more of a serious note, um, for all our viewers out there, you know, we are definitely still in a pandemic. COVID-19 is 100% real. Uh, Everybody here at the Square Round Table, including myself, feel the need to promote safe health practices. We're not going to sit here and preach, but the biggest thing is, hey guys, go ahead and put on your masks. Do yourself and do your neighbors a favor and put on your masks, social distance. I'm not ignorant to the fact that people have to go out here and work every day. Rent still due. We need to eat. Uh, but other than that, try to stay at home as much as possible. Try to cut down people to people interaction because that's how the virus is spread, guys. It's spread through people to people interaction by respiratory, salivary droplets uh, that act as an aerosol. And, you know, by wearing your mask, you prevent these droplets by getting into your system through by the way of your mouth and your nose. So just doing that one little thing, guys, can help out so many people because you don't realize that there are people out here that may be asymptomatic and you don't know. You just don't know who has COVID-19 and who doesn't. So at the end of the day, guys, we love you. We just want you to be safe and wear your mask. This has been the Square Roundtable. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, thank you, Marcus, for being our first guest. We truly
Oh yes,
appreciate it.
man. I will be back if y'all would like to have me anytime.
Of
I'll come back
course,
For
and
man.
talk.
sure. Anytime, dude.
Of course, anytime. And
Yeah, of
then let
course.
me and do you have anything? Go ahead and tell folks your social media, man. Like,
Social media. I'm on Instagram. Um, I done had Instagram so long I don't even know how I can't remember my name, but on Instagram is at ATLiens 21 Slim, and then the Slim is a one instead of an I. Twitter, I just got a Twitter. Uh, my Twitter is what is it? I'm sorry, guys. I'm
you
still
good.
trying to remember. My Twitter is at Mark MARC underscore Vader 91, and then the Mark is a capital M, and the Vader is a capital V. But that's my Twitter handle. So y'all go check me out on there. Follow me. I follow back. So I'm always talking about movies, films, art, music, anything, games, comic books, whatever. So y'all go check me out on there.
All right, awesome. And uh, time for my shameless promotion. So for all our YouTube followers, all Marcus's information is going to be under our video, along with me, Joshua, and Demetrius. All our social media information is going to be under our video. Yeah, so definitely check out our podcast on YouTube at the same name, The Square Roundtable. Check out our podcast on Power 214 radio station every Friday from 1 to 2 Eastern Time and from 10 to 11 Pacific Daylight Time. Once again, y'all, we've been the Square Roundtable. All my freaks and geeks out there, thank you for tuning in. See you next week. Peace.
We out.